Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anil and this is our third video on React with Material UI. So in the second video, we learned that how we can install the Material UI with the React, and now we are going to take a deep dive on Material UI buttons. So these are the topics that we are going to do in this video. First of all, we will see that how we can use the button of Material UI. There is a two way. I will tell you the both of way. Then how we can change the color, border, and all these things. And these things we will do with the Material UI properties. We are not going to do any kind of CSS in this video, right? Then we will see that how we can use the click event on Material UI button, then how we can change the color and make the disable button on a click, then how we can use the icons, and how we can change the button size also. As I told you, we are not going to use any kind of CSS in this video. We will only use the Material UI properties. So now let's go on app.js, and first of all, I'm just going to tell you there is a two way to import the buttons. First thing is that you can just use import something from, and here just simply you can use iterate Material UI core and just simply write here button, right? This is the first way, and second way you can use simply write import button from iterate Material UI core, and then you can just put here button, right? And we can use the any of one, whatever you want. So first of all, let's make a simple button and just write here click me. Yep. And you can see that then output, but this button is not actually looking very nice. There is only a simple text, and on the hover it will just change some color, right? So let's make it some different on it. So first of all, let's add here color, right? And in the color property, you cannot use like red, green and all. You can just use a primary, secondary, default, warning kind of things, right? So just write put here primary. So whenever you will put the primary, it will change the button text color. But let's say you just want to change a background color, then okay, so let's break this button into the lines so that we can just watch them very clearly. And now you can just use your variant, and the variant property will change the layout, and it can be changed the background as well as the border. So first of all, let's see that how we can just change background. So just put here contained. Whenever you put contained, then you can see that the background color is changed, right? So let's say you just want to make a border only with the color and don't want any background, then you can just simply use here outlined, and here you can see that, right? So we just add the color and everything without any kind of CSS, right? So let's say try to use any other color like secondary, right? And here you will find that it will just look like a pinkish, or you can see that the red button, right? So now let's see that how we can add a click event on it. So for that, this is very similar to the normal button. Just use here click event and choose an arrow function, and let's write here alert or console, whatever you want to call here, right? So just write here button clicked or something, right? Click on it. Now you can see that the alert box here, right? Great. So let's say I have a function here with the name of like custom me or something. You can put any kind of name and just make it alert here like function called or something, and just call this function from here like custom me. And yeah, you can just write here function keyword also like this. And now whenever you click on let me check, is there any problem? Let's make it refresh once. Okay, yeah, I just have to choose here brackets also, my bad. Now this is working fine. Great. Now what we can do, so let's say I just want to change the button color on the button click, right? So for that we will use the state here. So just import here use state or something. Use state is perfect for it, right? And now let's define a state like const, and it have two properties like color, and another one can be set color, and just write here use state. And we can also put some by default color, like I just want to put here primary color as in by default color, right? Now let's change this color property with state like color, right? And now you can find that the blue color is here, right? So and here on change the color on button, we have to update the state set color, and let's put here secondary. Perfect. And now whenever I'm just going to click on button, it will change. Here you can see that, right? Even you can also change, let's make it contained, so that we can just check it in with the background color also. That's working perfect. So for the disabling button, we can simply use a disabled property, and it will make the disable to the button, right? But let's say I just want to make it disable on a button click, right? So for that, let's take another one state like const btn disable for enable, right? You can put any property whatever you want. I am a little bit confused. So let's take it btn disable, right? And then just write here set btn disable right? And by default property can be like use state is false, right? By default button will be not disabled, right? And we can use this property directly with a disable like this. So as in it's false, then button is working fine. But on a button click, let's make it set btn disable true, right? So let's make it true here, and here you can see that we are able to disable it. Perfect. So that's it for now. Yeah, one more thing, how we can add button icons and size also, right? So let's look out in size. So for the size, we have a size property here. Let's add some property like small, and small size will make our button little bit smaller like this, and medium is by default, and if we put here large, you will see find the button is little bit large here, right? Great. Yeah, one more thing that how we can add the icons here. For that, first thing is that we must have to the icons, but for now we don't have any icon, so let's install them, right? So just write here npm install @material -ui, and then put here simply icons, and just hit the enter. And with this command we are able to install. Then we just have to import the icons, right? So within that time they are just getting installed. I will tell you that where we can use the icons, how we can use. So for that you can just write here a start icon property, start icon, and here let's put any icon here, right? But for a moment we don't have any icon. and icons are also installed here. So let's import the icons. So for that, let's write here import something from, and just write here material icons, and just write here delete icon. There's a lots of icon, we can use anyone that we want. So just write here delete, right, and I think this should be working fine. Like this. Yeah, let's go on a UI part, and let's look it out. It's compiling. Yeah, now you can see that we got the button here. That's perfect. So let's say you just want to use this button in right hand side or at the end of the text, then you can just simply write here and icon, right? Yeah, like this. So that's all, that how we can use the icons and buttons with the different kind of properties. If you still have any kind of confusion, you can ask me in the comment box, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and like this video.